night and day fucking difference between the mama who left messages when she's all drugged up to Kingdom Come in that mental hospital. Even the nurses noticed. They're like, I can't believe how different you are just spending those 3 days in that other... Yeah. Because you're a fucking psychopath doctor. Idea is to drug them to Kingdom Come, and then when they're not getting better, drug them more. But I'm the crazy one, aren't I? I'm being reported to everybody. Auntie's poisoning the well, as Joe said, and etc., etc., etc. Everyone's sane but me, right? Unfucking believable. Unbelievable to me. Even the fucking nurses in this fucking nut house noticed it, people. My mom said it. Everyone's saying to me, the nurses, they can't believe how I sound and everything. Yeah, because that hospital had you on medication, but not drugged to Kingdom Come. It's not rocket science. I told her. I'm like, I told you he wasn't going to go along with what they put you on in the regular, with the psychiatrist in the regular hospital put you on. I told you. I'm like, next time I talk to you, you're back on this, and the only thing he did different, but he added the Remron and took away the Haldol. She's still drugged to Kingdom Come, and I know I'm going to be able to tell that. They're the insane ones. I don't care. They're the fucking insane ones. Auntie doesn't even like church woman. Auntie 100%. Auntie's told church woman off, but that's alright. I didn't even tell her off. It's not like it was in text, and it was pretty much, I'll mind my own business and not get involved in your relationship with my mom, but if you're going to bring it up with me, especially on a day, you get it? Auntie has said she's a busybody, she's a nosy, I can't stand her, and now they're fucking best buddies to join in forces so Auntie can say X, Y, and Z about me. And now you know why Joe calls Auntie a friggin' high schooler. Unfucking believable. I knew this doctor couldn't possibly just be whatever, not be so arrogant and go along with the recommendations that the psychiatrist in the regular hospital said. Of course not. Mind you, my mom's still on medication. She's just not fucking drugged up to Kingdom Come. She shouldn't be in this hospital, okay? This doctor is of the mindset, just drug him to Kingdom Come. And doing that is very potentially deadly when it comes to someone like my mother who's 70 fucking years old and her body is toxic from all these psych meds. And if anything bad happens to my mom, you heard it from me. Again, I don't fucking care. As in, I don't care what Auntie says about me. I don't care if she tells the whole world about my YouTube. I don't care. She's not putting my mom's best interest first. She's being a little kid and bad-mouthing me to everybody. And that is not putting my mom's best interest first. Because me legitimately bad-mouthing her out here is not affecting my mom at all. She badmouths me to my mom's doctors and social workers and this, that, whatever. That's going to negatively affect my mom. See? I would never do that to her. Again, like I wrote to Joe and Selena, it's like, it's okay. Auntie can do whatever she wants, say whatever she wants to me, and that's okay. I'm supposed to lie down and take it. But if I stick up for myself, all hell's going to break loose. And she's going to call my mom in the fucking mental hospital. Instead of asking how she is, she's going to proceed for 15 straight minutes to badmouth me and bitch about me. And I just want to, why is she doing this to me? And I just want to live my life with my husband and this, that, whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. My concern for my mother interrupts your perfect little world, Auntie, you know? God. I have problems. I'm not insane. I can see this bullshit. Do you hear what I'm saying? The psychiatric doctor in that regular hospital reduced my mom's meds. He didn't take her off them. He reduced them. Okay? She comes back to the mental hospital, gets into an argument with her doctor because he wants to just do what he wants to do. Okay? And then she has nurses saying how well she sounds. I can tell how well she sounds. And then I'm going through these messages and going back just a few fucking days ago and seeing how awful she sounds. Put two and two together, people. She's too fucking drugged up. Being too fucking drugged up is not going to make her well. The guy's a fucking psycho. Psychiatry of Death. Like Joe gave me the link. Psychiatry and Industry of Death. And there's a Psychiatry of Death thing that I toured on Sunset in Hollywood a few years ago. I toured the entire thing for 4.5 hours. Very few people on this planet have done that. Okay? This isn't a joke. This fucking psycho is of the mindset to just drug my mom up more and more and more. I can listen to the messages and see just a few days ago, just prior, how she sounds compared to how wonderful she sounds right now. Before he gets to fucking drug her up all over again. And I'm insane, right? Oh my God. Unreal. And Auntie doesn't give a shit. I think Auntie called up my mom and my mom's like, she didn't want to hear anything about the medication. She didn't want to hear about anything. All she wanted to do was badmouth you. You think my mom doesn't see right through that? Of course she does. It's the saddest thing. My mom's not in danger of losing me at all, but she fears losing her sister. Just because, you know what I mean? I don't make her choose. It's just regarding Auntie's ridiculousness, power control. Says she's not a power control. Why wouldn't you let me be co-healthcare proxy if you're not, you know, a control freak or whatnot? I wasn't asking to be the healthcare proxy. I was asking to be equal with you. Should it come down to, you know, you shouldn't be the sole decision maker regarding my mother. Period. Period. Even when my mama said, I want you to be the healthcare proxy alone and her to be the alternate, I said, no, that's not, Mom, that's not a good idea either. Just have it be, we're equal. And if it comes down to it, Auntie's not going to be the fucking sole decision maker regarding my mom. Period. And yes, I will fight for that. Especially under the circumstances where I see now how unconcerned Auntie is. She never even talks to my mom in the friggin' mental hospital. She didn't even talk to her, unlike while she was in the regular hospital. And then instead of, how are you doing? There's no, how are you doing? There's no, I'm sorry, you know, there's no letting my mom say, you know, the doctor in the regular hospital wanted to reduce my meds, but this doctor won't let me. He won't reduce them, etc. Nope, it's just 15 solid minutes of bitching about me. And then saying, I don't want her to find out. Tough shit, Mom. If she's watching my video, she can find out. Because I'm done with this fucking shit. Okay? She's the pot calling the kettle black. Says, I stress out my mom. You're calling my mom and bitching about me constantly instead of being concerned about my mom. What do you call that, Auntie? You think that's not stressing my mom out? You think I do that to her? I don't. I'm more mature than that. Auntie did that years ago when I was living with Bobby. She never even wants to talk to my mom when I was in the mental hospital, but she proceeded to scream at my mom while my poor mom's locked up in the friggin' mental hospital. Okay? Scream at my mom about me. But she doesn't stress out my mom at all. No, she's the perfect little angel and I'm just the psycho. Oh my God. Like I said, thank God for Joe. And I know he can't be the only sane one. Can see right through Auntie's bullshit. She can do whatever she wants to me. Call me a nutcase, call me a head case, threaten to exit my life, tell me to watch my big mouth or she'll be next and she won't be a part of, etc., etc., etc. And if I dare defend myself, if I don't just lie down and take it, you know what I mean? It's unbelievable. And now she's reporting me to my mom. And meanwhile, my mom has no idea because I would never do that. I would never in a million years call up my mom locked up in the mental hospital and be like, do you know what Auntie did? She called me a nutcase, Mom, and she called me a head case, and she threatened she won't be a part of my life anymore, and blah, 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 and she blames me for your... Oh, my God, I would never do that in a million years with that little... Oh, what she did to my mom earlier. Yes, last night. It's sick. It's sick. It's so beyond sick. She's a phony. She's a phony in that she's going to be buddy-buddy with someone she can't stand, which is my mom's church friend, and I know she can't stand her. She said it to me repeatedly just to badmouth me to her, too, and to tell my mom that I'm the reason that that woman no longer has nothing to do with Mom. Meanwhile, I have texts from Auntie again. I have all the proof I need. I save all the texts where Auntie says, if that woman really cared about your mom, nothing you said to her could possibly make her end her friendship with your mom. See? Auntie's a fucking phony, and I have all the proof in the text. When she likes me, she says I'm a godsend to my mom. When she likes me, she says, yeah, the church woman's being ridiculous. Nothing, you had every right to say what you said to her. I've told her off before. Get what I'm saying? And then when she doesn't like me, she's going to badmouth me and lie and do whatever and twist things all around. Tell me that's not immature. It's ridiculous. And I don't play that game because it's ridiculous. Okay? I sit here and tell you it's sad. It's sad that my pseudo-friendship with Auntie had to end, because I'm justifiably upset and she doesn't want to hear it. That's fucking sad. It's sad. It's sick and it's sad. But I'm not going to sit back and have my mom suffer and with this woman as her sole decision maker down the line. I see what happens now over this, how Auntie behaves. What if it's something really, No. I have all the fucking proof in this text. Auntie dares do whatever. Okay? I know what my mom wants. And if my mom suddenly says, I don't want that for whatever reason, it's because Auntie's and my mom, or whatever, and my mom's afraid of losing her sister, yeah, I'll do whatever I have to do. I'll go to a fucking lawyer. And I'll be like, look, my aunt accuses me of this, and look what she does. Look how she backtracks. Look at these texts she sent me in response to me expressing genuine, legitimate concern for my mom, and she doesn't want to be bothered. She doesn't want to hear it. I'm upsetting her perfect little life. And I know. I have witnesses. If it came down to it, my mom tells everybody she wants me as her healthcare proxy, but she doesn't just say, I want him. She says, Laura's my healthcare proxy, and I just gently explain to my mom, I'm not your healthcare proxy, Mom. You can't make it. You have to be legal on paper. You can't just say I am and it suddenly is. That's how it is, but she doesn't understand that. Just like she doesn't understand about healthcare proxies. Auntie just has her sign stuff. She doesn't explain anything. Okay? This is not a case where I'm, trying to coerce my mentally ill mom into making me the co-healthcare proxy. The only reason my mom didn't do it before is because she fears Auntie. It's ridiculous. In trouble, if she was still my friend, she says you need to stick up for yourself to your aunt. That was over that healthcare proxy thing, and look what happens now when I do trouble. Auntie badmouths me to everybody. Auntie will call my mom up in a mental hospital and spend 15 minutes instead of asking how my mom's doing and being concerned about my mom's going to be all drugged up again. No, it's blah, 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 and Laura this, and why is she doing this to me, and blah, 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 blah. And then my mom's afraid that Auntie will find out. What does Auntie think? She's going to say all that to my mom and my mom's not going to say anything to me? It's a joke, people. This is a fucking joke. I am guilty of nothing. This is a joke. Even the fact that I left those angry messages on that social worker in that hospital who goes along, of course, with my mom being drugged to high heavens. And that was in response to major things. It's not a minor thing when my drug to kingdom come, drugged to just so drugged up, falls in your shower and hits her head, and et cetera, and could have had to rush to the emergency. No, it's not a minor thing. Or when her former doctor, she's terrified of lithium, he negates the fact that she spent that 5 days, and I watched her, she could have gone into kidney failure and died, and he's saying, I have the message, I just listened to it again. He wants to, you would, and she says his name. Okay? She says his fucking name, the old doctor. I say, Dr. Shirt. Dr. Shirt wants to put me up in good lithium. He says I belong in lithium. Okay? I have his name, I have proof. And actually, I just figured out that I can turn this phone louder, and I can put these on a tape recorder, and I can play them for a fucking lawyer. I'm done with this shit. Okay? I will move out. I will move out of state. I will do whatever. That woman is not going to be the sole decision maker in my mom's life just because my mom's afraid to say boo to her. Okay? It ain't happening. I have enough proof. I know. My mom's been going around telling everybody she wants me as her healthcare proxy. And I still don't say, I just say, Mom, just make me co. Okay? I'm not saying you have to make me the healthcare proxy. Make me the co-healthcare proxy. Okay? And I'm not forcing her. And it makes the perfect sense under the circumstances, especially the way I've seen Auntie react. She's not even concerned about any of this. I've been killing myself over this. I've been talking to my mom constantly. I have all her friggin' messages from all the hospitals unsaved here, okay? And I know the answer is not to just drug her up. The nurses fucking noticed it. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be out here again talking to you and saying that my mom's all drugged up again. So they can say, oh, she can get out. But then when she's all drugged up again, she's not going to be well. It's just ridiculous. And then he's not going to let her out. It's her being all drugged up that makes her go, oh, and the government's having this, that, whatever. She goes into this regular hospital, the meds are reduced, and the nurses notice how the night and day difference and say something to her. I cannot believe the difference in you after spending 3 days in that hospital. Yeah, because you're a psychopath psychiatrist believes in drugging my mom up to kingdom come, and they believe in having her on the medication, but not drugging her up to kingdom come. It's not fucking rocket science. Jesus fucking Christ.